And students in Warwick County are asking their elected leaders to take action as the Trump administration promises to abolish the Department of Education. Our Liz DeSantis joins us after talking to one sophomore who says she's speaking out on behalf of a friend who can't speak for himself. Liz?
Well, Rob, that Boonville high schooler tells me she became concerned after reading more about some of the changes that could be possible if the Trump administration does decide to abolish the DOE. Now, that's why she came to her school board meeting tonight with her friends to ask her leaders to do something about it.
Tonight, we are here from Boonville and Newburgh to show our support for programs that support every type of student.
As the Trump administration promises to abolish the Department of Education, Boonville High School sophomore Kylie Chapman is making her voice heard.
My first reason is this guy, obviously. He is like a brother to me, I'd say.
Kylie says she became friends with Kyler Collins in her homeroom.
Oh yeah.
The sophomore has Prader-Willi syndrome and relies on Warwick County special education classes, something Kylie says she worries will be hurt by a decision to get rid of the DOE.
I also know that my education is better because of students like Kyler.
Kylie wasn't alone in addressing the Warwick County School Board.
I stand here ashamed of myself, actually, that it took a young lady like this to get me fired up enough to stand before you and advocate for my own son.
Robert Howard says the opportunities his son Zach has been provided at his school have been life-changing for him.
These kids can do amazing things when you let them. But if you don't put the things out there for them that they can use, then they have no future, nothing to look forward to. And the more of us that we stand up and say, hey, we're not going to tolerate this, we're going to stand up for these kids because they can't do it for themselves. And they can't. My son can't even tell me when he needs to go to the bathroom, when he's hungry, nothing. He's nonverbal.
While the decision as to what happens with the Federal Department of Education won't rest in the hands of the Warwick County School Board, leaders still say they're prepared to stand with their students.
We are still committed, no matter what happens with the budget, to making sure we do everything in our power to meet the needs of all of our students.
Well, as NBC News reports, President Trump is preparing executive orders to abolish the Department of Education. However, it would also require congressional approval for this decision to actually become legal. Now, if the DOE is abolished, the responsibility of funding special education would move to the states. Something that parents I spoke with tonight say they believe Indiana doesn't have a good track record of taking care of.